Welcome, race fans, on a Easter weekend Friday night. Bobby with all the hobbies. MaxspeedTV coming at you. The SSK Friday Night Fights Season number 3 kickoff. Our last season champion, Sebastian Marin from the Banana Republic, going to try to defend his honor, make it 2 seasons in a row. But I got about 35 other guys think otherwise. 2 fast repairs is all they're gonna get. Look for 3-4 wide racing. This is Decal. You guys stick around. Get yourself something to eat or drink, whatever you want. Hang out with me for the next few hours. What a way to kick off an Easter weekend right here, the SSK boys on Friday Night Fights. We'll be right back, right after the anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track the bomb busting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button.
Welcome back, race fans. MaxspeedTV, Bobby All the Hobbies. Friday night, kicking off season 3 here. The Super Speedway Kings Friday night fights. It's the iRacing's version of a WWF match. Teammates working together. Mouths are running. Bragging rights. These cars are what's going to be the greatest thing of all in this league. You can beat these cars any way you want. You can absolutely beat the back ends off these things, and it takes a lot to get a guy out of control or he wrecks. Nothing like the trucks they run on Tuesday nights. So you're going to see a lot of door knocking. You're going to see a whole lot of side drafting. A lot of bump drafting. 3 and 4 wide racing. Expect nothing less from these guys. This is where they can let it all hang out. And it really doesn't matter who they make mad. Because Karens don't last long here in this league. Not the Friday Night Fight League. One of those deals where just about anything goes. What can happen probably will happen. You take it on the chin and you keep going. As they get ready to get up to the line. Two fast repairs, like I said. That's all they get. And they're going to want every bit of it. And here we go. Row number 1, the lead man, your big kahuna. The guy that's going to lead these puppies to the green flag, season 3. The 41, Tracy Weaver. Beside him is going to be the 88 of Mr. Gabe Butler. I call him the Snake. Row 2, the 16, the league owner, Jimmy Crow. Nice to see him back. The 23, last season's champion, Mr. Sebastian Marin in the 23. Row number 3, the 17, Vicente Guerrero, and the 911, the BK Anderson. Row 4, the 052, Mr. Joe Della Vecchia. And the 35, Travis Turnamere. Row 5, the 019, James Moen. And the 46 of Mr. David Overstreet. Row 6, the 411 of Tom Dixon. And the 012, Josh Say. Row 7 to 71, Mr. J.D. Crow. The 000, Giovanni. Row 8 to 73, Gerald Forbes. And 85, Al Cena. Row 9 to 53, Dave Hunt. The 65. Not even going to try it. We're just going to call him the Kid. Row 10 to 52, Paul Sheldon. And 808 of Robert Bears. Row 11 to 07, Brian Wang. The 51, Kenneth Meixel. Row 12 to 6, Cody Nagels. The 33, Nathan Aldridge. 13, the number 19, Daniel Lewis. And the 35, Tom Pichard, all the way from Australia. Row 14 to 171, Robert Rock. The 071, Eric Lowry. Row 15 to 82, Robert Felzine. The 48, Andrew Schroeder. 16 to 56 of Buddy Waters, and the 101 of Mr. Randy Miner, which, by the way, we want to thank him for sponsoring this league with his one and only blinker fluid. Row 17 to 45, Todd Siebels. In the 14, Mr. Dave Bingle. Row 18 to 510, Richard Sanchez. In the 55, Dean Wilkinson. And that is going to be it for tonight's lineup. Like I said, 2 fast repairs. That is it. Race number 1, Season 3, the Friday night fights of the Super Speedway Kings. You also can catch them on Tuesday nights as well. Tracy Weaver in the 41 down on the bottom, and Mr. Gabe Butler up top. Your pushers right off the get-go, Jimmy Crow and Sebastian Marin. Coming to the line. Welcome everybody out in YouTube land. You got a driver you want me to say hey or holler at, you tell me, I will say it. I don't live by any of them. Green Flag Racing is trying to rock and roll tonight on a Friday night on the Easter weekend. Looking to lead in the very first lap is going to be the 88 machine of Mr. Gabe Butler and last season's champion Sebastian Marin pushing him as Butler goes way up to the top. Said I led the first lap of the race of season 3. I'm going to go back in the back and play around for a while. And watch him. We're going to ride with him. He's going to come back. He's going to drop into the bottom, settle in behind this group. And he'll have his opportunity to sit and watch all these cats in front of him. You got to be in it to win it. The strategy that this guy has, Mr. Butler's, pretty remarkable. And you'll see why later on, why I call him the snake. But he's back to the back watching the field, up front leading the field right now. Sebastian Marin in a 23 McDonald's ride. We got another one that's gonna jump out and hop to the back as well, and that will be Mr. Jimmy Crow. That's gonna leave BK Anderson in the 911 machine up on that top line. Or I'm sorry, on the bottom line in front of Sebastian Marin now. Up on the top line, it was Tracy Weaver. Now it went back to Sebastian. He's back up top. The 17, Vicente Guerrero, running the MaxspeedTV, one of my drivers out here for Team Max Speed, showing some muscle. My other driver, he's around here somewhere. He likes to hide on me a lot. I'll find him in a minute. And there he is. I got him. He's running the big he's running the big bomb mobile tonight. 41 Weaver on the bottom in the rocket chair. Thinks he's safe as in his mama's arms, and that's about as safe as you're gonna get on this track. Nice to see you, Michelle. Hope you're doing well. Bringing the top row back into play here is going to be Mr. David Overstreet. And boy, he has some pushing. The 0-1-2 of Josh Said. Delabecchi is right behind him. Now, up top, doesn't surprise me one bit. Mr. J.D. Crow in the 71 machine. He absolutely loves running up against that wall. And he's bringing a few cats with him. Looks like it's going to be Nagels is with him. And he's got the 19 with him as well. And that will be Mr. Daniel Lewis. Way back in the back. Take a look at him. There he is. Mr. Randy Miner. The SSK boys, they would like really to thank him for sponsoring this this season 3 with this famous Randy Miner blinker fluid. Yep, that's right, you heard it. They finally came out with it after years of testing. Sebastian on the outside now. Tracy Weaver back into the inside. The pusher on the bottom, Travis Turnemere, I believe. The Ames oil machine. And it's really easy to find Mr. BK Anderson because he's got that puppy lit up with Burger King. Get it, BK? Even I can't screw that up. He's doing a good job setting in that 6th spot. Guerrero will love to try to lead his first lap right here. He's got his nose stuck out there a little bit. He just might, oh, a little bumping going on in the back, and that is going to cause somebody to go to heaven, it looks like. Right away, somebody threw the first punch, and man, it hits nasty one. Not quite sure where this happened, but it was just right in here somewhere. It happened so quick, I didn't even get a chance to find it. Maybe I can. We're at the winder back. I wasn't even set up for it, to be honest with you. But somebody, buddy, went flying. And it looks like I'm not even going to get a chance to check that one out. Because for some reason why, it's not going to let me. Nope, it stops me. It won't let me. So something's going on here with iRacing. It's kind of making me mad here a little bit. Let's see if I can get another one out of it. Yeah, I'm going to make it this time. Hot dog. Right there it is. J.D. Crowe in a 71. Let's run with him, and we'll might get a good glimpse of what happened here. The 000. That's Giovanni, and Nagels is right behind the 71 of J.D. Crowe. You can see J.D. slowly going downward, and you can see Giovanni slowly going upward. Giovanni went right up and tagged him. I don't think he even knew he was there, to be honest with you. But them two get together. Nagels is, oh, he tries to get around it, but he gets drilled by the 19. And somebody goes and meets Jesus, and that was the 19 right there, as you can see. I mean, he got up into the air. Where he drops, nobody knows. A lot of cars involved in the very first one. The 19. That's going to be Daniel Lewis. Let's ride with Daniel. And I mean, he went up. You want to talk about some air time? He got some air time. Of course, everybody now is coming in and going out. Without a doubt, and I don't think anybody's going to top it, if you want a truth. Man, he went so high. He blew his motor while he was in the air. Daniel Lewis. I'm thinking it's safe to say, dude, you might get the Dude Wipes Award tonight. I think you might need him after that wreck. Everybody back out on the track. Fast repairs, it was used. Oh, there was a few of them here. J.D. Crowe ended up having to use one. Cody Nagels had to use one. Paul Sheldon in the 52 had to use one. Buddy Waters had to use it. Travis had to use it. And Al Cena had to use one. And it looks like the other two is Todd Siebels. And the Kid, as I like to call him, because I can't pronounce his dead yum name, ain't even gonna try. But those cats had to use a fast repair already, with only 10 laps in of 77. Vicente Guerrero. Vicente. One of the MaxspeedTV drivers. Gonna lead him down to the second green flag. And I do believe, possibly, let me see, he's in for repairs right now. And I don't know if I can find him. Some of these guys we can talk to, and some we can't, so looks like we won't get an opportunity to chat with him. I mean, hey, he was so high up in the air he could have met Jesus on Easter weekend. Now, how awesome would that have been? As long as he can come back down and have Easter dinner on Sunday. Overstreet in the 46th. Sponsored by the Hooters and Husky. Take a look right there. Top 5 tonight: Guerrero, Overstreet, Weaver, Say, and Moen. Two cats going for the same piece of real estate. Not gonna happen, Cap. We'll bring out the first caution of the night here. Your pushers, Tracy Weaver in the 41 on the bottom, and Josh in the 012. The Monster Energy machine up top. As the godforsaken ugly iRacing pace car soonly gets off the track, I wonder if we could get a petition going. You would think they could have something a little bit better. As they come around, we'll watch them. Don't forget to hit that like button. These guys they're going to put on a show for you, I promise you. But this is why they call it the Friday Night Fights. They let it all hang out from lap 1. Making her way around, Vicente looking to lead himself a 6th lap possibly here. With the 41 of Tracy Weaver, he's thinking otherwise. As Mr. Weaver just misses out on leading that lap. Vicente will lead that one. Nagel's involved in that last incident. Right there he is in the number 6, the blue machine. The bomb. Vicente Guerrero in the 17th still leading it down on the bottom. Working their way back up towards the front back here. Let's see who we got. I'm going to assume that will be the one and only J.D. Crow in the 71, and you can see him. And he's got the 052 of, I do believe that's going to be Joe Della Vecchia right there behind him. Joe's the only guy I know that can race iRacing and be legally high and still race good. It's impressive. There he is on high times, the 052. Some of these guys back in the back, Sebastian Marin, he's dropped back here to the 16th, or actually he's in a 20th position right now. DK Anderson and the 911 Burger King sitting in 24th, hanging back watching. Remember, 2 fast repairs is all these cats are going to get. They got to take care of it. J.D. Crow trying to get going up here on the top with Della Vecchia right there pushing. A little bit of help's coming. Not sure if anyone's going to jump up that 3-wide thing and help them out or not. These guys are doing a pretty good job with just 2 of them. There's the 19, Daniel Lewis. He's only 2 laps down. Tom Dixon back out there after having some problems. He is 7 laps down. Getting a little more help on that outside line. J.D. Crowe looking to lead the first lap tonight of his race. It's a good chance he might have had that too. And he did. JD putting the muscle down on the top line. That help from Della Vecchia and the 56. That should be Buddy Waters. No relation to Muddy Waters. Well, somebody got a little bump happy up front. Remember when I said you're safe as in your mother's arms up there? Well, I don't think you are. No caution came out of this, but there's going to be now. Oh, yeah. This will be caution number 2. And let's go back and see if we can ride along here. They did a little bumping and touching up front. Got 2 things going on at once right here. Slow it down. You can see him right there. The 41 Tracy Weaver comes down here and he squeezes the 17 Della Vecchia. I'm sorry. Wasn't Della Vecchia either. It was Vicente. Well, while that's going on, back here somewhere, you can see the 46. He keeps going all the way back. But that, I thought it was Tracy. No, it was the 012. That's who it is. Watch right here. It looked like Della Vecchia might have came up and got into him there. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. Hard to find all these guys, especially when they bug out as quick as they do. But that's what happens. Now that one happened up front. So you're not always safe in your mama's arms up there as the boys are coming in. But they will top off. Probably grab them some tires if they want to. You don't really use up your tires that much at Super Speedway. So you get in about 70, 80 laps. But hey, when you run that fuel all the way down, you might as well get the tires as well. Because it takes just as long to fill these puppies up. But these guys will come in and they'll take their teaspoon of fuel. They'll head back out. And J.D. Crowe is going to beat him out to the line. J.D. Crowe, he's not the race winner. But he's going to lead him out. Della Vecchia was going to be second. James Mullen third. Buddy Waters fourth. Fifth. Kenneth Mikesell. Robert Bears is going to be sixth. Cody Nagels will be seventh. Sanchez eighth. And Schroeder ninth. Dave Hunt will be the top 10. Vicente, after being involved in that first little incident just before the second caution came out, he's going to start back here in the 19th spot, it looks like. And he did not use a fast repair. So we're taking a look at his ride. Doesn't appear to be too awful bad. A little bit of damage here up front. Not too bad, though. Some of these guys set back. Your last season's champion, Sebastian Marin, here he comes. He'll be in 32nd position, way back here in the back. Mr. Wilkinson, he is 25th. There he is. As they come back in and do a little topping off in the back. And why not? Just in case it comes down to a fuel mileage race. One never knows. Michelle, looks like it's me and you tonight. I think everybody else is gone. JD Crow will be down on your bottom, and Della Vecchia will be up top. And your pushers, James Moen and Buddy Waters. How are you doing, Mr. Kennedy? Your big race summary looks like we've got 2 cautions, 6 lead changes, and 58 laps to go. Here at Talladega, MaxspeedTV. If you're not a subscriber, go subscribe. We are so close to having 9,000 subscribers, it's not funny. And a little tidbit of information, MaxspeedTV was the very first broadcasting network when iRacing first came out. So they started it all. Mr. Rudy Cummins is the one started it. And a few other associates you had. All right. Take a drink of your water bottle. Tighten those seatbelts up because it's going to get nasty once again. Because why? It's Friday night fights. No, by the way, if you got seatbelts, give me a break. It's a simulator. Let's go racing again. The 56, Buddy Waters is literally just slamming Della Vecchia, keeping him out front. He was hitting him so hard, he was even starting to get a little squirrely there. But you can really beat the heck out of these things. They are very stable. Robert Bears, I believe. Let's take a look. Yep, there he is. He's going to be doing the pushing on the top side for right now. Like JD Crow's moved up here a little bit. And here comes that third line. Starting by Daniel Lewis, and he's only 1 lap down, so he's trying to get his lap back the hard way. He's trying to race it back. Della Vecchia looking to lead his second lap of the race. Whoa, we got a little trouble right there. Tracy Weaver, I believe, got hit sideways. And that's going to bring us out another caution. You can see them all slowing down. Let's take a look right here. You can see it up close and personal. Tracy Weaver, there he is. And it looks to me like it's a good possibility if I was a betting man. You can see Weaver right here in the front. That's Weaver. You can see him right there. He's slowly crossing over as this guy, the 19, is slowly coming down. So you got two cats again looking for that same piece of real estate. And it just doesn't work. So Lewis is going to be involved in another one right here because he's going to get ran over by Randy Miner, who could not get on the brakes in time. Happens too fast. Wow, Anthony English just missed that. And so did the 46 of Mr. Overstreet. But anyway, that's how that went down. Let's see. Now the 19, he's used one fast repair already from his other incident he was involved. Now right here, that's not too awful bad. He can go into the pits and get taken care of with that, get straightened back out. So I think he'll be okay. Curious to see what the front of that looks like. I think he'll be all right. Don't think he's going to have to waste the fast repair for it at all. As the leaders pop in, and they are all coming. See, it is very busy on pit road. We've yet to have a green flag pit stop. $25 out of 77 in the books. The Super Speedway Kings version of the WWF wrestling. They call it Fight Night Friday nights. And so far, we've had a few cautions where they've been fighting for the same piece of real estate. So Buddy Waters is going to lead him out. He did not come into the pits. He's got 7 laps on his fuel run and tires. Everybody else behind him has been in the pits and out. See, I wasn't lying when I said that was an ugly pace car, and I wasn't. Oh, let's see. Who can I talk to? How about you, Della Vecchia, Bobby in the booth? You got a copy.
Hey, Bobby, what's happening, buddy?
You got yourself a fast little hot rod right there.
Oh, yeah, buddy. She's flying tonight.
Yeah, she's flying high, ain't she?
Yeah, I'd love to thank my sponsors, High Times, tonight.
Well, yeah, definitely. You're flying high. Only guy I know that can see 3 different tracks, and he can still drive her up.
Middle,
and you can pick the one in the middle, don't you?
That's it, buddy.
All right, my friend. Hey, you're racing pretty good tonight, man. Wouldn't it be awesome? Wouldn't it be awesome to win the first race of season 3 here at Fight Nights?
Great. Yeah, it would be great. Especially I'm not going to make it next week, so.
Oh no.
Be nice to get a win right off the bat. Yep.
Well, we'll be checking you out. Doing good. You've led 3 laps so far this thing, so you got a hot rod. You've had to use one fast repair, I see.
Yeah. I got involved in that first little wreck.
Well-
oh, good. I'll keep it up front, hopefully, and everything will be happening behind me.
Alrighty. Well, good luck. We'll be watching you.
Thanks, Bob.
All right. Always fun to talk with Joe. Never a dull moment with Joe. Buddy Waters. He will be starting on the bottom, leading these guys to the green here. Della Becky will be up top. And, of course, the pushers starting out will be Moen and Kenneth Meitzel. They still have Kmart's around? No, they don't in my neck of the woods anymore. But, hey, they're sponsoring him. That's all that counts. Well, let's see. After everything that's been going on to Mr. Daniel Lewis tonight, he's been in the air. He's been everywhere. He's only one lap down. So he'll be fighting like crazy to get that lap back. And the 411, Tom Dixon, he may have called it quits. Or he's getting some work done. I don't know which, because he's 14 laps down. So his Friday night fights, or Good Friday if you want to call it, is not good for him tonight. Three cautions, 8 lead changes. As we get ready to go green again. A little different. Let's ride around with Mr. Waters inside as he goes through the gears. Wait for it. They come around. They get through all 4 gears without an issue. Waters on the bottom. Della Vecchia now is going to be stuck into the middle, and he's going to have to wait for a little bit of help. Nagel's up top with his teammate MaxspeedTV, the 17. Guerrero right there behind him. Driving the Nagel bomb ride tonight. Nagels is in the 6. But they're starting to go backwards a little bit. Need a little bit more help up there in that train. Waters still on the bottom. James Moen right there with him. Some of the guys back here in the back. Wow, Andrew Schroeder. He started 30th, and here he is in the 7th position. He wants to come up and play now. Couple moves right there. Up front. James Moen looking to lead his first lap of this race, maybe. And here comes Paul Sheldon with Nagels right in tow. Riding around on the roof of Cody Nagels. trying to get that 52 machine up there in front of that 51 if he can do it. Meixel was hoping to lead that lap, and he just got edged out by Mr. Mullen. Things are starting to get a little tight now. Right around with Schroeder, right in the middle of these guys. As he peeks it out to get a little air in there. Because they will get hot and they can blow. Talavecchia up in front of him. Some of the guys working their way up front that are in the back. I see J.D. Crow now is currently in the 12th position. Tom Pichard in the 34. Been quiet, ain't heard much from him. He's moving his way up. He's right now in the 13th. Now that boy is from Australia. As they get a little tighter up front, in front of him. Sebastian Marin hanging back in the back watching along with Randy Minor. Jimmy Crow and Gabe Butler. Dean Wilkinson. Mr. Todd Siebels. All these cats, same thing. They're hanging back here watching. Kevin, I believe it said Babam. I don't know. Look at it again. Yep, you're right. A Bobomb, I believe. Or Boo Bomb, I don't know. One of them anyway. Schroeder right here in the middle now, trying to push James Mullen up into the rocking chair. Nice little run on that high side. He's going to drop him down right there in the middle, and might go all the way down to the bottom, and he does. Excellent move by Paul Sheldon right there. He went from top to the bottom. And he will probably end up leading his third lap. And he does. J.D. Crow working his way up into the middle now. And that's 71 machine. Dave Hunt working his way up. The 071, Eric Lowry. There he is. He's racing with a heavy heart tonight. His aunt had passed away. Just want to let you know, everybody at MaxspeedTV and the Super Speedway Kings are thinking about you and your family, buddy. I'm not sure if he has a substitute driver tonight or if it is him. But you know what? In times like these, you know, I have a favorite. I have a favorite I want to win tonight. And I'm sure that would make it kind of nice if they could pull this off tonight. He has 2 fast repairs. He's kept it out of trouble. His Camaro. Things have been going pretty good so far for him. So that's my hope of the night right here. Delavecchia still on the bottom. He said he's been running good tonight. Been feeling good. And if his sponsor give him any free stuff, then I'm sure he is feeling pretty good. Bottom line seems to have it going on pretty good. JD up there in that top side, but he's by himself. I'm sorry, he's not by himself. Just him and the 48 of Schroeder, and that's it. See BK Anderson right there working his way up, currently 14th now. Sebastian Marin riding in that 21st position. And, of course, the rest of these guys, you know what they're doing. Jimmy Crow, Randy Miner, Gabe Butler, Dean Wilkinson, Siebels. Oh, yeah. We know what they're doing. They're sitting back here, letting the laps winding down. Saving their fast repairs. Trying to stay out of trouble. If anything happens, they can get out of the way of it, hopefully. And that's why they're back here. They're staying just with the draft, and that's all they want. As these cats up here, they want to run. They want to lead some laps for the first race of Season 3 of the Friday Night Fights. From the Super Speedway Kings themselves. Now we got a little 3-car tandem up top trying to get it going. And I do believe Mr. Tracy Weber is back. Back battling up front. He's going to be my hemorrhoid of the night because you just can't get rid of him. He keeps coming back. Might have to nickname him tonight's race the hemorrhoid. Because he doesn't go away. He's right back up here battling again. JD Crow right behind him. Lap 39. We're going to be 40 out of 77. We may end up saying, of course I might jinx it, but we could see our first green flag pit stops. And you can't practice those things. So it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. The 07, there he is, Mr. Brian Wang, currently in the 13th position. He started 21st, is making his way up front. Mr. Sheldon in that 52 right there. He's had to use a fast repair. Delavecchia's had to use one. Buddy Waters has had to use one. They don't care. They're letting it all hang out right here. They know they got one left. They want to run. Riding on top, JD Crow. You see him get off of Weaver up there into the turns. And you'll close right back up on him here. Giovanni back up after being, I believe, caught up in an incident. But here he is. He's had to use one fast repair in the 00 machine. Sheldon right down to the bottom. Buddy Waters, he's not sure if he's thinking about popping out and going 3 wide or what, but boy, he sure is squirrely when he's running. He might be starting his holiday weekend a little early. I don't know. Paul Sheldon doing the pushing on the bottom. Waters back up into the middle here in the lead. Whitney get a little help behind him here. Catch up with him. He's got to drop it. Well, I think he is, yeah. He's got to make it stick. Got to put it right in front of the 911 right there of BK Anderson. I think BK might have bled out of it a little bit to let him in. Otherwise, that could have been a problem. Still pretty early in the race. JD Crowe still doing the pushing to Tracy Weaver on that high line. Trying to get something going. Well, a little touch and bump going on there. That's going to bring out a caution, I believe. Mr. Schroeder goes around for a ride. Collected in that one. You can see him getting a little touchy up here in front of him. Let's see what happens. Should happen here in a minute. Might have started it off. There we go. Giovanni gets just a little bit squirrely right here. You can see it. And that kind of slowed things up a little bit. The 73 had to slow up, but the 46 was unable to see him, and he hits him. And, of course, Mr. Schroeder's the one's going to pay for that one. See, he's got his wheels turned, trying to keep it off that back, or that backstretch wall, but that's not going to happen. Now, who's going to come in and nail him? He did tag somebody up there. I think it's a 72 ride. It could have been a lot worse. And he's in. So, the guys are going to be coming back around, and they will get another caution pit stop. It was really close, too. About 3 laps or so, and they were going to have to come in. Right along with Della Vecchia as he brings these guys in. And they are all coming in. What a sight. Every single one of these cats. It's on the lead lap. Now, the good news is Mr. Lewis got his lap back. And he's had one heck of a night. Mr. Crow misses his pit stop just a tad. He had to back up a little bit. That's right, Jimmy. My cameraman got it all on film. James Moen, he started 9th. He's going to lead him to the green flag. Kenneth Meixel will be 2nd. Robert Bears 3rd. Della Vecchia 4th. Vicente Guerrero, the MaxspeedTV ride, he will be 5th. Tracy Weber's 6th. BK Anderson 7th. Buddy Waters 8th. Travis Tamarchi. Brian Wang. And that will be the top 10 when they're done with it. Maybe I'll get an opportunity here. Let me see. How about you, BK? Bobby, you got a copy?
I got a copy, Bobby. What's up?
You have got a fast hot rod, my friend. We've been watching you back and forth, back and forth.
And this thing's pretty slick. It's got a little bit of damage, too, so...
It's not too bad. I've been looking at it. Really, your damage isn't bad at all. Just a little tad bit in that right front.
Home colors.
But everything else looks really good.
Yeah, honestly, the flow of the race is kind of interesting. We get like 2-5 laps clean, and then there's a big checkup. Something shakes up. I mean, super speedway stuff, but it's about to get hairy, I believe. So. Oh,
it's going to get ugly. The good news is you've got 2 fast repairs underneath your belt. You baby that car around, so those are going to be probably a necessity towards the end of this race, and you've got them sitting in your back pocket.
Yep, I'm keeping a hold of those. Sell them for $100 though.
Yeah, you probably could get that for them. Well, we're gonna keep an eye on you, buddy. Got Michelle out here on YouTube. I think it's just me and her and Kevin Nagels. That's it. Everybody else is, I don't know. They're gone.
Nah, we're just out here having fun, turning some laps, and kind of hoping for the best.
Well, we're gonna hope for the best with you. Good luck. We'll be watching you.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby.
Leixel and Robert Bears, I believe. 808. Those 2 cats are going to be bringing them down. And, of course, our recap. 4 cautions, 19 lead changes. 30 laps to go. I think we've got a storm starting to brew up. It's getting dark. Starting to darken up just a little bit. Hope everybody's having fun here on a good Friday. Watching the Friday night fights right here. Get an opportunity. When we take off right here, we'll have us a little fun. We have not yet got to crank this mother up, so we'll see if we can get this in. As they come around. 48 out of 77 in the books. Back to green flag racing right here. Speedway Games Friday Night Fights. Let's crank this mother up. Worldwide Racing again. Guerrero down in the bottom trying to hang on to it. Here comes BK Anderson right into the middle. And he has got the 35 of Travis Tournemire right there behind him. Nichols is behind him. JD Crow up on that top line, getting a little bit of help. Daniel Lewis, another one. Here he comes. Lewis fought his tail end to get his lap back. He's got it back. He's got a score to settle. He's had a rough night. We got somebody that blinked out, and I hope they got back in. The admins will watch that very closely. Because believe you me, it's no fun running behind somebody that's blinking in and out. Guerrero down in a rocking chair, holding it right there. Now here in a little while, you're going to start to see some of these cats. You see them sitting back here, they're lurking. I'm talking about last season's champion from the Banana Republic. Sebastian Marin, right there. Gabe Butler and Jimmy Crow, Eric Lowry. They're just waiting patiently. Wilkinson back here. Man, oh man, look at that team, will ya? If he had any more, they could probably just, play football. Those guys are all hanging out. Siebels, Rock, Felzine, he's back there with them. Pretty soon, you're going to start seeing these guys working their way up. But right now, the 52 of Paul Sheldon, he is all the way up front up here. You can see him right there, the TW Motorsports. And all his teammates are all the way back here. In 29th, 28th, 27th position. So Mr. Sheldon's kind of up here by himself a little bit. No, somebody got knocked out of line. They got to hop back in, no problems. I do believe they did. That's good news. Because usually when you get on that transition for that yellow line, you try to come back up on that track, it literally throws you right up into that wall. Lewis gets into the rocket chair, leading it down on the bottom, and what a night he's had. Things are looking up finally. JD Crow in tow with him. BK Anderson right there behind him. They branch off just a little bit right here. And then it comes back to these guys. They're still sitting back here lurking. Not yet time for these cats to make a run right here, but I can assure you that about probably 12 or 14 to go. Look out. The 82, Robert Felzine, he is the guy that's praying for a caution because he wants to get that lap back and get back on the lead lap. Everybody else, not going to happen. Schroeder is out. Alcina is out. Say and Tom Dixon, they're all gone. Not a night they were hoping for. start to see these guys now starting to slowly make their way up. Sebastian now is in the 11th. Sanchez, Butler, Jimmy Crow, Eric Lowry. Oh, yeah. Slowly making your way up. Well, and here comes the quick pit stops. So let's see how they do. Because they do... Oh! Butler gets tagged. Not too sure about the damage. He bounces off another one, the 5'10" of Sanchez right there. I don't know how bad Butler's... He got hit pretty good right there. Take a look and see as he backs up because he missed his pit. I don't think he's injured that bad. He didn't hurt that car that bad, I do not believe. I'm not really sure. He's not a happy camper, I can tell you that. As he gets back out on the track, but he kind of out there now being the lone wolf. Now, everybody has finally come in and popped back out, except for Falzine. And he wants his lap back. 20 laps to go. Sheldon has not been in either. Randy Minor would love nothing more to get up here and lead some laps. He's filled that car up with fuel, tires. I think he even topped off his own blinker fluid. Paul Sheldon right here, he's leading it. J.D. Crow, here's where the battle begins. Because Sheldon's going to have to come in eventually. When it does, it's going to be these cats right here will be doing the battling. It's showing that he's in 6th, but he's not. He's in 2nd. 35. Travis Turnermere right behind him pushing. Robert Bear is on the bottom with the 51. I think that's Meixel. He's doing some shoving. Showing his ugly little head, the 23, last season's champion. I don't know why I keep saying years. Sebastian Marin in that 23 McDonald's ride. He's coming. Sheldon's still leading it. He's not been in yet, but he will have to come in at some point. Right here is where it's going to be at. J.D. Crow right there in the middle, up top. I believe that is Mr. Brian Wang. Behind him, Daniel Lewis. Giovanni, I believe. Yep, behind him. And James Moen peeking out 4 wide there for a minute. Maybe he was trying to cool off the temperatures here. But still, Sheldon out here running. He's not been in yet. You can see him getting out of the way because it is a train coming. Now, thing gets a little nervous is right here. The 17's getting ready to go a lap down, and all these guys are sort of there. That gets a little scary. but luckily he was able to get up high enough and didn't get ran over. $15 to go at the line. Remember I was talking about it getting dark? Thought a storm might be brewing. Well, starting to see a little bit of lightning and light thunder off in the back. It's getting closer and closer every lap. Some of these guys have had to use one fast repair. A lot of them are out here on borrowed time as well. Daniel Lewis and that 19 machine up there. He's on borrowed time. He's had to use 2 fast repairs already. And there ain't nothing more than a butt pucker factor of about 9 when you come up on a car, a lap traffic, and it puts you 4 wide. On the old butt pucker scale, it's got to be about an 8 or a 9. And we're gonna have another one right here. You see how high up they're running? Now they gotta tighten themselves up and go down. And you can see them moving them all over the place. Brian Wang looking to lead his first lap of this race of season 3. And there's about 17 other drivers that would love to be there and do it. Giovanni on that outside line, trying to push that 19 up. Paul Sheldon still staying out here. Mr. Gabe Butler is going to be a lap down in that 88 machine. And oh, how he would love to see the caution come out. Wang still sticking his nose out in that middle there with J.D. Crow doing the pushing behind him. In the middle, Della Vecchia. We'll watch these guys up front. Bears on the bottom, trying to hold on to that lead. 11 to go at the line. Sebastian Marin stuck right here in the middle, and this is what he's got in front of him. You know, it's kind of rough when you get down to so many laps left and you're stuck in the middle right here. You really got nowhere to go. And that doesn't set very well with a lot of these guys. So they'll be sticking it in places that don't belong or places that won't fit. And that usually brings out trouble. Now's the time it starts to get nasty. It's going to be 9 to go. Everybody's trying to get up, trying to get set with their teammates. Trying to get into position to make a move. Like I said, it's real hard to make a move when you're stuck right in the middle right here. Tell you what, Giovanni, he is all over the place. Without a doubt. Might want to bring him in and give him a breathalyzer check as well when this race is over. He almost got that back end loose by swaying it back and forth. It was pert near sideways. Paul Sheldon, does he think he's got enough to go all the way here? I'm not seeing it. He might be hoping for a caution, perhaps. I'm not really sure. Or he's really slowed down to try to save some fuel, but I don't think he's going to save that much. Now Della Vecchia is on that high side with the 19 of Lewis pushing him. We're going to get rid of that one, and we're going to put the smaller one up. Sebastian still sitting back here in the middle, nowhere to go. BK Anderson, he's ran up front quite a bit tonight. You can see him down in the bottom. He's the third car. He's got Nagels right behind him. You throw a blanket over the first 15 cars here. That's how close they are. And no one is going to give an inch. 6 to go. So who's gonna make the move and cause the big severe thunderstorm to come down upon us? Right around 6 and 5, it's go time. Patience is thrown out the window. It's gone. Wayne right there in the middle with J.D. Crow. Right behind him, shoving him. Can't quite get him clear of Robert Bell Bears on the bottom. Paul Sheldon, is he going to run out of fuel or what? Because if he don't, he put a whooping on these guys and he done it somehow another fuel strategy. I don't know. It's 5 to go for him. And here these guys are. Wang doing everything he can to try to get up there in front of that Robert Bears. Drop it down to the bottom and he can't quite get it. But could all of this right here be for nothing? Could Paul Sheldon? No, he can't. He's coming in now. So it all boils down to these guys. Della Vecchia up on that high line. Getting some help up there. Again, though, you're stuck in the middle. And I can guarantee you right here, Sebastian Marin is thinking this is not a good place to be with 5 to go. It's not good at all. And he knows it's not. Everybody starts swerving Irvin around. Trying to make a hole, trying to do something. Pushing into turns. Anything goes here. 3 to go at the line. And there we go. We got trouble in the back. And man, I'm going to tell you what. I don't know how he held it up. If that doesn't bring out the caution. But Sebastian Marin was sideways about 5 different times, and he's hung on to it. And he got right back into the gas. And right here he is, and he's coming. Does he have enough, though? I don't know how he held on to that. That was the save of the century. Delavecchia up top. Wang in the middle. Robert Bears on the bottom. Two to go. J.D. Crow doing the pushing in the middle. The 19, Daniel Lewis. He has absolutely nothing to lose after the night that he has had. The comeback kid. Sebastian Marin, he's caught him. Him and the 17. Guerrero's a lap down. He can only help Sebastian in that 23 get up there. Oh, here we go. This is the final lap. Now it's going to get ugly. Real ugly. Robert Bear's in the bottom. He says, I am not moving. Unless they move me. The 51 right there on his bumper. The 19 giving it all he's got up top. And here we go. Coming out of turn 4. This is where it's going to get really ugly. Delavecchia got to be able to pull this off or no. Man, is this close. Real close. My scoring's telling me Brian Wang got this win. Good Lord Almighty. We're going to slow it down right here, and we'll see exactly who does have the win. You can see them. Here they come. 4 wide. BK gets hit just a little bit, but he hangs on to it for now. Nagels is, trying so hard right there. Here it is. That's how close it was. I mean, I'm talking close. Wow. There's your winner. Mr. Brian Wang. Season 3, Race 1, MaxspeedTV, the Super Speedway Kings' Fright Night. Fight Night. Fright Night. Friday night. Oh, hell, I don't know. I'm all excited. But it is the Friday Night Fights right here. And what a fight it was right to the very end of the finish. You guys stick around. We're going to talk to Mr. Wang and Mr. Overstreet and Paul Sheldon. Or I'll take that back. It's going to be Wang. Yeah, Wang, Overstreet, and Paul Sheldon. That's who we're all going to talk to. We'll be back right after this.
Paul's here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I found him. It's David Overstreet. Welcome back, everybody. Trying to get all three of these cats in here to talk with them, and I'm missing one. Don't think I'm gonna grab him here. Doesn't look like it. All right. Third place, Paul Sheldon. That's what my telemetry is telling me. So he started 19th. I don't know. Hang on a second here. Something is wrong with this completely.
Third, JD Crow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be JD Crow.
Second's Robert.
Right, I don't know what happened with this.
First, Brian.
Anyway, my screen is showing like double on everything. It's crazy. Let me go back and reset this and see if it'll tell me.
Wanger Bears, me, Vixel, Delvecchia, Lewis Anderson.
Hang 1 minute, guys. We'll be right back after this quick commercial. I got to figure out what's going on with our scoring so I can get the right three cats in here. We'll be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
Welcome back, everybody. Super Speedway Kings Friday Night Fights finally got this thing figured out. It was such a close race that my own telemetry couldn't even figure it out. Imagine that, would you? We do know one thing. Mr. JD Crow, and I'm going to find you, buddy. There you sit. Nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. 13th. to third. Impressive. And man, do you love that top line?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We actually had a dang fast hot rod tonight because we were back to the back to the front multiple times. So hats off to the guys back in the shop for putting this hot rod together for us. And yeah, it's fun. We had a good time tonight. You know, the old boot knocker boss got us all together this week and got our heads right. And how about it? You know, we finally performing like we're supposed to.
Well, it's certainly paid off. I'll tell you that.
Well, when the boss calls you in the office and doesn't want you to say anything, just wants you to listen, you better listen.
You know what? I got a wife like that.
Well, speaking of wives, let me ask you something because I haven't had one in a while, but is it okay to
You're not missing nothing. No, go ahead.
Well, is it okay to ask your wife when dinner's going to be ready while she's mowing the yard?
You know, I have done that before, and let's just say the outcome is not really good unless you're really quick at running and dodging rakes, shovels, shoes, and anything else, rocks, anything else you can pick up in the yard.
Well, I'm not as fast as I used to be, so I better not ask.
Well, you might not be fast out there running around with a lawnmower, but you're pretty darn quick out here on the racetrack. Congratulations, buddy. Nice finish. Who do you want to thank?
Oh, man, got to thank Jimmy and Gabe and Brian and Dude for inviting me to the boot knocker camp, and you know, Joe for running with us again tonight. You know, just you can't do these speedways by yourself, and you can't build fast cars by yourself. And just appreciate the input that all of them give me, and the encouragement I get from all of them, and the discouragement I get from them sometimes. You know, when I make a mistake, but what a team! Congratulations to Brian. Joe slipped up there on the outside, and I told him, I said he wasn't getting by to clear. He wasn't going to clear Brian before the race was over, and so we worked hard. And I'll be damned if we didn't get Brian far enough ahead and to get him a win and on our old pal Kevin French Fries' birthday. So
yeah, his mentor he won that on his mentor's birthday. You gotta love that.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, and we also had to show him, you know, how teams are supposed to work. So we'll get Kevin back and we'll get him in victory lane next time he's in the room with us.
Just to let everybody know, when he was talking about teams working together, what he meant by that was this is not a fixed setup. This is an open setup. So every single one of these guys got to put seat time in out on the tracks, and they got to literally make their own setups. And teams work their butts off to try to get that perfect combination setup going, and it pays off when you put the seat time in.
It does, and we had a hot track tonight, so you know that changed the setup game and changed how your car handled and how much tape you could run, and so yeah, we're just glad we put it all together and got one of our boys out front to cash that big check you're going to give them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Make sure. The stage is yours now. You make sure you get everybody you in that you got to thank, because if not, you're going to get called back to the team meeting and you might get smacked again.
Well, first and foremost, I got to thank you, Bobby, for building the excitement that we try to build for you, build it even more, and Jimmy for putting these races together and putting a great group of drivers together to have these kind of races, and of course, Dude for putting together the boot knockers and the guys he invites to be part of that. And got to thank J Concepts, jconcepts.net down there in Groveland, Florida. Check them out. Get you some RC car parts, shirts, whatever it is, and make sure when you order, put a little note in there. I love iRacing, and maybe we'll get some more love our way. So just appreciate everybody. I had fun tonight.
What a decent way to start off the Easter weekend on a Good Friday, finishing third with these guys. That's pretty darn good. You got points, and hey, this is the first race of the new season, so look out.
Yep, got points, got lead points. Just got to figure out where I'm missing the boat on qualifying, but we definitely got a good race set, so that's what's important, making the race and finishing up front at the race. We'll get there. We'll keep working at it, but yeah, we had a good week. The whole team had a good week, so it's good to end it on a Good Friday with all the wins and great performances everybody on Boot Knockers had for the week.
All right, you take care and enjoy your Easter weekend. Be safe, and we'll talk to you next week.
Make sure you put that check for Wanger in Canadian dollars. You know, he's above the Mason-Dixon line up there.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna. Actually, since I live here in Ohio, I'm just gonna send it to Siegel and let it go across the lake to him.
There you go.
It might take about a year, but he'll get it.
That'll just build interest. He'll be okay.
There you go. Take care, buddy.
Thank you, bud.
All right. Always fun, JD Crow. I'm telling you what, not a dull moment when this guy's in a race. Absolutely lives for that top line, and he makes it work. Second place we had was Robert Bears. We'll give a holler at him. He started 20th and he finished second. He is not in the Discord channel, so we're unable to chat with him, but he had a really good run here towards the end. Finishes in second, gets him some points. And the man of the hour, there he is. Talk to me, Brian.
Yeah, our Hash Brothers Performance Chevrolet Camaro was just really fast today, and yeah, just thanks to JD because he was the reason that I was up there. He told me to stay on the outside with him, and yeah, he was able to push really good today. And yeah, I actually started dead last because I exited the simulator right before qualifying ended and rejoined, so it put me dead last. So it's pretty awesome to go from dead last to first.
Oh, yeah. Now, remember, when we cut you the big check and send it to you by Siegel mail across the big pond here, remember, you're going to have to dig down deep there, and you're going to have to get a box of chocolates and a dozen roses and send them to JD, because I'm going to tell you what, he had his nose literally up your butt for about 5 laps, and he didn't, I mean, there was no daylight between you guys.
Yeah, he did an awesome job at pushing tonight. Really good stuff by him and Travis right behind him.
Well, first race of the season, season 3. You win it. You got a lot of bragging rights now, and you got a lot of momentum your way, and you got a lot of points. And, man, that's what you need with these drivers. So you're well on your way, buddy. What a way to start an Easter weekend off, huh? Winning this one.
Yeah, I think this is probably my first time leading the Super Speedway Kings Championship, but I don't think it's going to last because I have a different league I'm doing that's starting up next week. That's also on Fridays. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the full season for this.
Oh my. Well, that's I don't like to hear that. I really don't. You're a good racer. A lot of fun watching you too as well and talking with you. But I noticed you're not running the 777 number tonight. You probably, you either didn't ask the Grand Poobah to run it or whatever, but you didn't get a chance to run it tonight, but you didn't need it because you won it with the 07. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
Yeah, thanks to you for broadcasting, and thanks to Jimmy for setting up the league and everything. Everyone back at Bootnaka, and yeah, shout out to J Concepts and Hash Brothers Performance.
What do you got to say for your winner, Jimmy?
Oh, congratulations, Brian. I know it means a lot to you winning on Kevin's birthday. I wish you nothing but the worst of luck on that league you're leaving me for, but I still love you. But yeah, appreciate you racing, buddy. Good job. Like I say, you won on your mentor's birthday. So fly that 25 over there and hope Larry whips your ass.
Well said, Jimmy. All right, Brian,
Yes.
You take care, my friend. Have yourself a great holiday weekend, buddy.
All right, you too.
I like O'Brien. He's a good guy, good racer. Appreciate you, Bobby, and all the fans.
You done it again, Jimmy. As usual, Super Speedway Kings on Tuesday nights. The Super Speedway Kings new series starting here Friday nights. We call it the Friday Night Fights, and it did not displease anybody. I'm telling you, 4 wide racing right at the line. You've seen how close it was for that win. What an awesome job these guys have done. Excitement every Friday night. This is Bobby with all the hobbies, Max Speed TV. Remember, it's the holiday weekend. It's the right reason right here. Grab a loved one, give them a hug and a kiss. And thank the good Lord above that we're still here standing on this earth with all the troubles that we've got. A little prayer doesn't hurt anybody. You guys be safe over the holiday if you're traveling, and we'll catch you next week. I'm out of here. See ya.